How you doing? Ed here from the Great Indoors, and it's Browns Steelers today. Oh boy, is today the day that Myles Garrett breaks that sack record? I don't know. He's never sacked Aaron Rodgers before, so hopefully he can make his history today in Game 16. I think it would matter more if he did it in the Game 16 rather than Game 17, so that people could say, hey, he did it within the 16 game period, not the 17 game period. Because you figure the Browns play Cincinnati next week, and he should be able to get to Joe Burrow. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting game today to see what happens there. I'm anxious to find out. Me and Michelle are probably staying home to watch the game. We were actually in Gibsonia, Pennsylvania yesterday for a buffet video. We went to this place called 8-Star Cuisine, and it was outstanding. One of the best Asian restaurants that you would ever want to go to. So we wanted to check it out and spread some of our Cleveland Browns magic over there to the people of Pittsburgh to help hopefully put the hex on the Steeler fans or the Steeler team so we could eke out a win. That would be pretty cool. But I don't know. It's going to be a tough game for the Browns today. It always is when they play the Steelers. But they always, hopefully the defense will play a little bit better at home. They seem to play a lot better at home than they would, away. The defense needs to definitely step up today. I'm here in the parking lot waiting to go to work here, and I'm anxious to get the day going. Hope you guys have a great day. And a lot of people are saying they like when I come in the morning and say hi to them, help them get motivated for the day. And I'm looking forward to it. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, holiday, Hanukkah season, and now we're looking ahead to New Year. You guys have any plans for the New Year season? I don't know. It's kind of, in the past years, me and Michelle have done the popcorn ball, and that's always fun, but we're not doing that this year. We do have a live stream coming from the house that's going to hit the probably around 7 or 8 New Year's Eve. We're going to do Name That Tune, and that's going to be pretty cool. Got a few people popping in and then popping out. But before you pop out, make sure you hit that thumbs up and say hi before you go. I'm just waiting here at work. And it's a kind of dreary day. It's going to go up to 62 degrees today, which is great, 62. And then tomorrow it's going to change, and it's going to go to cold again. And I guess we're supposed to get a snowstorm on Monday. Blizzard conditions. I hear up in Michigan, they're getting an ice storm right now. It's crazy. Everything is covered in ice. And I wish all you guys safe travels if you're traveling home from visiting someone for the holidays. There's going to be a lot of cancellations going on tomorrow. I have a feeling the airports are going to be backed up if this blizzard does hit. Hopkins is probably going to have a lot of canceled flights. Right now, it's nice. It's 41 degrees here as I sit here talking to you. And we're expecting the temperature to gradually rise later on today to about 61. And rain is going to start coming in later on. So hopefully we could dodge those rain bullets. But what sucks about all that is by the time tomorrow comes, all that rain will freeze. And then we'll have a nice layer of ice underneath the snow. And I'm not looking forward to the drive in the morning to work. So if I could possibly do my one Eagles job in the late night tonight while it's still nice, I'd rather go do it tonight, maybe around midnight before the weather gets bad, so that I could start later tomorrow morning. Because, when you start at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, a lot of the plows haven't made a mark yet on the snow. So I'm hoping that this snow doesn't happen tomorrow, but it's probably coming. So I'm just a little worried about tomorrow. because the rest of the week, there's no let up. It's going to stay in the 20s all week. But Browns Steelers today, downtown, it's going to be crazy. One of my, I guess, friends offered to sell me his tickets. He's got front row in the dog pound for $120 a ticket. And I go, wait a second, $120 per ticket to sit and watch a 3-11 team. You could do a lot better than that. So he's probably going to sell those tickets to a Steelers fan who will probably pay more than his. He said, oh yeah, you're giving a deal because these tickets are typically $160, $180 a piece. I'm sorry, dude, that you got suckered into paying that much. I would never pay that much for a Browns ticket, even if it is front row in the dog pound. I used to have upper deck, second row from the top, behind the opposite side of the dog pound. And back then, those tickets were $50, $60 back in the early 2000s. And that's more my price range. But paying that much, forget it. No, you better be an awesome team that's going to win all the time if I'm going to pay that much money for a game. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think that the price of tickets for a sporting event have gone crazy, outstanding. I like going to captain's games. That's the local baseball minor league team for the Guardians, and you could get in for a game for $12, which is pretty reasonable. Even the concessions are reasonably priced there too. But yeah, Browns, and Fletch is in. Good morning, Fletch. You're the first person to stop in and say hi. Hope you guys have a happy. Hope you had a happy holiday and Merry Christmas for you, or Merry New Year, right? Merry New Year and Happy Christmas. Why don't we switch it up a little bit? But yeah, the Browns Steelers is going to be fun. Aaron Rodgers has never been sacked by Myles Garrett, and today is the day that we want him to break that record. If he gets half a sack, he'll be the all-time sack leader, and I would like to see that happen before game 17 so that they can't always say, oh, it took him 17 games to get the record. Mike is in. How you doing? Morning, Ed. And Mike and Rebecca. Hey, how you doing? I'm debating on whether to go downtown today, but we're probably staying home. It's more of a day to stay home and watch the Browns game at home. I was saying earlier in the stream that we were all the way in Pittsburgh for this buffet, hibachi, and sushi bar called 8-Star Cuisine. And it was really, really good. One of the best. Michelle gave it a 10 for how good it was. So I really do recommend that restaurant to you guys. It was $39.95 per person, but it was definitely worth everything. Dr. Suss is in. We were having a cozy day too. Yeah, I hear there's a lot of ice up in Michigan going on. So that's always got to be dangerous. If you are dealing with ice, it's definitely a day to stay home. Don't deal with the ice, because I was saying it's going to rain later on today, and then everything is going to change tomorrow, and snow, and everything's going to freeze. So if you got stuff to do today's to do it. Michelle's got an eye appointment tomorrow to get her eye exam, her yearly exam. And if it's bad like this, then we're probably going to reschedule that. I don't want to deal with going out in that weather if we don't have to. Tomorrow's a good day to stay home. Good morning from Boston. Go Pats. Sherry, Michelle is so happy. That's her other team. She loves the Browns, but ever since way back to Drew Bledsoe, she's been a Patriots fan. So don't go saying that she's a fair weather fan, because she's not. She actually, was there when Steve Grogan was the quarterback, Drew Bledsoe, Steve Grogan, then Drew Bledsoe. And then Drew Bledsoe got hurt. And then all of a sudden Tom Brady came into the picture. And then we all know what happened after that. And now they're seeing a rebirth with May. So hope that's their new. We were just in Boston for our Foxwoods area, Connecticut, and the New England fans are over the moon happy with Drake May and the Patriots. And then they got Mike Vrabel as the head coach there. Yeah, they're looking pretty strong right now. Browns, on the other hand, we're looking ahead to the draft and maybe another quarterback. We need to get our offensive line addressed because it's hard to judge a quarterback if your quarterback is always running for his life. And that's what's been happening this entire season, is our quarterback has been running for his life. Not enough time. Both of our tackles have been hurt all year. We had Jack Conklin constantly hurt, and DeJuan Jones, who was supposed to be our starting left tackle, got hurt in the first game of the season. And it's been a rotation of has-beens and backups filling in over there. And that's one of the most important positions on the offensive line. If you have a right-handed quarterback, to have now you had I think someone's coming in. Oh, no, we're still waiting on people to show up here. Yeah, it's kind of questionable on a Sunday when the managers show up. I can't get in until the manager shows up. So in the meantime, I got to play the waiting game. But yeah, if you got a left-hand quarterback, you always got to worry about the left tackle protecting your blind side. And if you can't see him coming, then you're dead, But it's going to be a good game. I'm kind of upset that the Ravens won yesterday. I don't know how that happened, where they lost to they beat the Packers. How did the Packers lose to the Ravens when Lamar Jackson wasn't even playing? That, to me, that's a bad on Packers to lose that game. And I think that it gave a chance if they win out, if the Ravens win out and the Steelers lose out, they could still tie for the division. I don't know if the division is already automatically the Steelers or what, but I don't want the Ravens to win the division. I'll just say that. If anything, I'll go with the Steelers over Baltimore any day, because I really can't. I'm not, in my mind, the Ravens are the Browns. They went there and they're there now, and they've run 2 Super Bowls without being Cleveland in front of the name. And that makes me sick to my stomach, right? But hey, it is what it is. Life goes on. Life in Cleveland is never easy. But, we make the best of it, and we do what we got to do. I'm not going to go anywhere. I live in Cleveland, and I always say, it's nice to visit other places, but this is where my heart is, and it'll stay here. I like to travel around and see other parts of the country, absolutely. But I'll always be a Clevelander in the heart, And I think a lot of people that have moved out of Cleveland like to watch our channel because we do show what's still going on. We got friends from living down in Florida that love to see the changes and stuff like that. So that's always a cool thing. We feel that way about Michigan too. Yeah, Michigan is, it's the, working class part of the country, Who else is in? Kaz Solo. How you doing, Kaz? Mike, Dr. Suss, he's a Central Michigan guy. And I got my days reserved for Soaring Eagle from work. We're going to be coming in February 1st, 2nd, and leaving on the 3rd. And I want to get up to Mount Pleasant early. Look at this. We were traveling up into Pennsylvania, and look at this. I found a Mount Pleasant. I don't know if it's backwards on you guys. It probably is. A Mount Pleasant visitor's guide. So I was already doing some planning, Dr. Suss, so that hopefully we could meet up before, maybe on Sunday, the 1st, and get dinner together somewhere, maybe the the Ponderosa in Mount Pleasant would be a nice place to have lunch with you. So try to mark it down in your calendar for February 1st to have a meetup with us if you can, and then maybe we could hit the casino together like last year, because I know that you're a school teacher, but Sunday hopefully would be available for you. February 1st, we're going to be in Soaring Eagle, baby. So if you guys are in the area, come on down to Michigan and say hi to me and Michelle. It'd be awesome. We could have a get together over there. Right? Right. Okay, no one's saying nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys maybe say, oh yeah, but you don't say nothing. So I have no idea. I'm looking at a blank screen. when to me, I'm just talking to a wall. So it's nice when people communicate with me, because it's, you don't realize how hard it is to sit in a car by yourself and have a conversation with basically sometimes nothing. Like when I put the phone on, there was nobody watching, but I have to start talking as if someone is watching. And it's kind of like a thing. You got to learn to be able to just start going and talking and pretend that people are actually listening. Because I know after I post this video, people will start watching later on in the day, and that's great. I love that we get the replay watch. And in the meantime, you guys are keeping me company while I sit here waiting for someone to show up for me to go to work. I want to get done with this day. I want to work, get done, and go home and spend the rest of the day with Michelle and enjoy my Sunday, Work is getting fun because it's crazy busy now with the holidays, and they all want me to start Chris Van. Please subscribe to Haunted Microwave on the Go 74. I don't have the ability right now to put a link up there for you, but he does like restaurant reviews. He does car restaurant reviews like I used to do and stuff like that. I still do. And he also does stories of paranormal stories. So check him out. I've been watching your channel, and you have some pretty cool stories back from Hershey, PA. But you got to merge the stories together with your review of popcorn and stuff like that, so that you have like two for the price of one. A restaurant or a food review and a story all at the same time. And make your videos longer than 2 minutes. I want to have a nice 10-minute video to watch of you talking, I'm just getting warmed up. You get to the 2-minute mark and you're done already. I'm like, wait, keep talking. I want to hear more about what's going on, not just a 2-minute talk, And Michelle, how you doing? Oh, Michelle's not here. Okay, she's back at home and getting ready for the Browns-Steelers game, and I'm ready, guys. I'm ready to go to work, get this done, and enjoy the game. I'm thinking maybe some wings or something like that. Buckeye Kitty is in. Now things are happening. People are starting to come in. I love it. Thank you guys for popping in on this Sunday morning as I sit here in my car waiting to go to work. And wait, my friend Amanda. There, I'll flip it. She's walking in. That means it's time to go to work, guys. All right, I gotta go. Hold on. I gotta go, guys. It's time to work. When she shows up, that means she's got a key. We could go in and start cleaning and doing our prep. I have to prep all these potatoes. That's Amanda Dubs. That's right. She's my... Yeah. All right, you guys, stay safe. I love you all. Have a great day. Whatever team you're rooting for, as long as they get through it unscathed, go Steelers once the playoff starts. But today, Browns, baby. Yeah!